What is title insurance? How we went through this. I knew last night when I was putting some things together, I'm thinking, people when I ask this question are going to go, oh.
Make sure there's no liens or anything on the house?
Yeah? Well, what's the difference between title work and title insurance?
Title insurance would guarantee that there's no liens. Title work would just do the work, just look and see if there's anything on it.
Well, title work, Tom, will provide a guarantee that there is no problems with a title of a certain kind, and then insurance covers the others. Okay?
Unrecorded.
Yeah, there you go. Okay? Title work covers items that are a matter of record, and these are unrecorded or items that it's impossible to determine. Okay? This form says that, Louise, if you go out, you sell a house. The guy, 4 months later, he's sitting in his living room, and a guy knocks on the front door, and he says, my wife sold this house in 1976 without my knowledge. I have a dower interest in the property, I have an ownership interest in the property. Please have your attorney call me. Title insurance is going to take care of any and all monetary damages that you would incur as a result of that. Okay? And if you think that's a very hypothetical problem, I saw a business quarter 5 years ago in the state of Ohio where over $16 million worth of damages were paid out as a result of unrecorded title issues. Okay, so this is not hypothetical or theoretical, it exists, okay? This form says that you told him to get it. Okay? Now, wouldn't it be nice if you got that signature on there, now that I've presented all these real estate nightmares and dumped them all on the table, and said, look at this stuff. Okay? Well, you know, you need to explain these things in about the same language to your clients, and then you need to tell them, hey, here's what I would want to tell you about this form. Don't just say, this is a form I need you to sign. This is one of the few forms in the world that, Gain, I would say you actually go over, right? You actually review. And you go through it one item by item, and you say to them, this is not some form I need you to sign. I need you to get an attorney for closing. I need you to get title insurance, okay? I need you to get a home inspection, right? This is not some arbitrary academic exercise here, guys. These are things that you need to do as a buyer to protect yourself in the purchase of a home.
So we should suggest this to them, these are important things to get, and then say, here, I sign here that I told you. Like, it could be a bus coming, don't walk out in the street, I told you that, here's sign.
You know, there was a time, John, I sold a house. It was a 100-year-old farmhouse. The guy was a contractor. He knew everything. I said, you need to get a home inspection. He said, he says, I could do a home inspection. I don't need a home inspection. I said, well, that's fine, but I think you better look in this crawl space. Okay? He never went down there. Right? There was no foundation to this house. It was gone. Okay?
But you had him sign
termites ate it.
Right, you had to sign the paperwork to do it, so you covered yourself.
Well, his attorney called me up and said, oh my goodness me, you know, we're going to sue everybody, including you. I said, well, let me fax you something.
Not me.
Before you get all tuned up here, okay, and waste a lot of your time and my time, let me send you a little something. Never heard from him again. I could tell you half a dozen stories like that involve me personally as agents or me as a broker representing or working with an agent.
So we just have to educate them as well as we can on all those things and make sure that they know that we told them, and we're good.
This is America. They can be as crazy as they want.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
But we just need to make darn sure we told them.
Right.
And we need to make darn sure we documented it. Okay?
Yeah, that's
And then you've done your job.
right.
Okay?
We educated them
Yeah.
best we could.
You know, it's funny. I can't tell you how many times I've stood in a basement with a guy who, a truck driver and an accountant, and they're both standing there looking at the furnace going. The two dads, they're both going, well, Carl, looks pretty good to me.
It's not gonna run to me.
Tony's going, yeah, looks good to me too. I've been doing this for 33 years. I still don't know a damn thing about furnaces. Okay? And I'll guarantee you neither one of these clowns do either. Okay? But you know, you stand there and go, oh, that's good. I'm glad you think it looks good. Could you sign this, please?